go.
Oh my God. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is the podcast. Are we nerds? Wow. It's like raining here.
Is it?
Like,
It's not raining here, and that's
yeah.
we only live 30
Let
minutes.
me hold on. Before we do this, let me send you a video of what I'm experiencing right now because, like, what the it
I
just
can
got quiet.
see it. I can see it in the window. That's crazy.
It just got quiet. Oh my God. Okay. Here we go.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, everyone. It is us, the Emilys, with our first podcast episode for the podcast Are We Nerds?
Are we nerds?
I would say so. I mean,
I
we're
mean,
into. Do you see my background?
anyway,
Oh,
welcome.
welcome. This is so exciting. I mean, I swear we're excited. We just went through so much technical stuff for
That
like the past like 2 hours. So we're like dead inside,
said
but we're going to be happy.
we both have bachelors of arts, not bachelors of science. So technology is not on our side ever. But I
No,
finally figured it out. So that's good.
that is good. I mean, here we are. We're finally here.
Woo.
First podcast episode, just two girls. We're just going to talk about whatever we want, whatever we enjoy.
But
And
first,
so,
good. I just cut you off. I'm sorry. That is one thing that's going to happen a lot.
yeah, it's okay. We're just chilling.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, we have a format, right? Because I feel like with two girls that have ADHD, we need to write out stuff to figure out like what we're doing. So, I mean, today's topic is going to be things we watched in quarantine because,
We had COVID.
yeah, we caught COVID. We both caught COVID in June
Yeah.
2020.
Bad.
Her dad gave us COVID. I mean, I wasn't shocked that I got it. And I really wasn't shocked that your dad got me sick because he got me sick during my graduation. But I mean, I was expecting it. So, blessing of quarantine, though, is that we got to read and watch a bunch of anime and manga. Like, a lot.
So much. But before we get into that, we were gonna just do like a little intro to us, quick intro. There's gonna be another episode out on Friday. This is gonna be out on Wednesday, but we just wanted to do like an introduction episode first, and then Friday will be our regularly scheduled program.
Regular.
So, quick introduction to us. I guess we can just say I don't know if any of y'all are into astrology. I am. So our big three, and then our personality. What are those called? The Myers-Briggs.
Yeah, it's like the Myers-Briggs, like personality, whatever. MB
That.
something.
Yeah. So you want to go first, Emily, since you
Yeah.
are older?
Oh yeah, I am older. Okay. Well, obviously, my name's Emily. I just graduated college, which is kind of crazy. Here I am making a podcast. Let's see. Okay, my top three? No, big three. Is that what it's called? Okay. Wow, like follows astrology, doesn't know what it's called. Okay, I am Sag Sun, Sagittarius. My moon is Pisces, and my rising is Sag as well. And then my personality type is INTJ.
Yep.
I believe. Yeah.
Emily, college in December, so about 6 months ago. It's almost July, so almost 7 months ago, and I'm now a grad student, political science graduate student. Woohoo! And here I am making a podcast.
Not about political science.
Out of political science. My big three: I am an Aquarius sun, a Taurus moon, and a Libra rising. And then my personality type is ENFJ.
Wow, you were way quicker with that. I literally had to think. I was just like, what am I? Who am I? All I know is my name.
Yeah.
What am I? I don't know.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it's time for me to take my second pill. But we're going to wait because I feel like this is just spicing it up. My brain being everywhere.
Oh, okay. I was like,
here we go. Like, this is going to be fun. I mean, when it comes to anime news, I don't think there's really anything out. Just like, everyone's like, oh, this is coming out in October. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
like, October's going to be the month.
fall 2022 anime schedule is insane right now.
It is. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Much. And like I'm literally gonna be in school
Yeah,
while
I'm not.
so like how the am I supposed to keep up with this? I don't know, but it's gonna happen.
You're not.
No, I'm gonna keep up with it. It's gonna
You're
happen.
gonna have to like write out a physical like schedule of like when stuff comes out, and then like incorporate that into like your homework
Yeah,
schedule.
literally.
Like reward yourself.
Like
Oh, I just finished class. Let me watch this episode now.
that's why we scheduled our podcast the days we did schedule it because of my school schedule, and now it's gonna be the podcast plus everything I have to watch.
Yeah.
What a time.
Wow. Well, yeah. What a time to be alive. What the heck? I feel like since like anime in the United States has just like popped off.
Oh, 100%.
Like 100%. Like I never would have imagined like 13-year-old me, and this is funny that I'm saying this because I had just recalled like a memory that I had joined anime club in middle school, like my 8th grade year. Yeah, I was in anime club. I was, wow, what a nerd, like in a good way. Like I totally forgot that I had did that. Like we would discuss stuff like for real, for real. Like 13-year-old me and my opinions back then probably were not the best. Like to like what I have watched now and everything, like I have no idea. Because I think just back then in middle school, I had really only watched Blue Exorcist and
crazy.
in Naruto. But now here I am, like I think I'm almost at 100 anime. I could be past that. I don't know. We have to look at our master list and count because
I need to add stuff to the master list because I've watched a lot. Key pro tip: make yourself an anime master list of animes you've watched and want to watch with your friends or by yourself. No shame in that either, because that is such an easy way to keep up with how like what animes you watched.
Yeah, I love it. And it's our friend group. So my sister, she excels at Excel spreadsheet. She has color coded stuff. It's crazy. It makes my brain go ooh, like whenever I add stuff. I love it. I highly recommend that people do that.
Could probably we have a Discord. It's gonna be up here somewhere for our Discord, so you should join our Discord. But I think that one of the things that we want to drop on the Discord is like a template.
Oh yeah, we can definitely do that for you, like everyone if they're interested, because that has saved my life. I used to write down a book. I actually have my book.
I have my book. I had a little UA book, and I would write.
It's the one you gave me.
Oh, that's cute.
And it has. Maybe I am. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I have mine numbered. So.
Oh, I should do that.
Okay, no, I'm at. Well, the last thing I wrote in this was number 91, which is JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. So, but I have watched more.
I think you're probably at 100.
That'd be crazy. That would be crazy if I was at 100.
But
I mean, who knows? I mean, we just love anime, like
too. But this is
our thing.
That's going to be about anime because we also love. Like I grew up reading the Marvel comics before. Fun fact: before I got into anime and like manga, I still am a big Marvel fan, but I was like a big Marvel comic book fan, and so that's like my first love. So we're also going to talk about Marvel sometimes, even though I haven't watched the last episode of Miss Marvel, which is kind of tragic. But I rewatched Doctor Strange last night, and it makes so much more sense. Like because in the movie theaters, I'm so used to like reading when I'm watching things that if I don't have subtitles, I'm like, what? I don't even know what they're saying.
It's not English.
Not English. So I rewatched it with subtitles and I was like, oh my gosh, my world. This makes so much more sense. But anyway, but we're gonna talk about Marvel. We also are 2 big K-pop fans.
Oh, yeah.
Occasionally, we might talk about it. And anything else anyone deems nerdy, I guess.
We'll talk about it.
Anyway.
We can.
This was about anime news. There was like no anime news in there.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I really haven't seen anything. My whole page has been about the Roe v. Wade stuff. So
yeah,
there'll be a more there'll be more like
you just love having your
more of a format.
Don't you just love having your rights stripped away from you? Anyway.
On a random Friday.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I guess we'll get into what we watched and read during our 10 days ish of quarantine. Because
Yeah.
I kept testing positive. That I do not recommend. COVID, 10 out of 10, do not recommend. And I'm fully vaxxed. We're both fully vaxxed and boosted, and that was still a bitch to deal with. So,
Yeah. I mean, okay, at the beginning when COVID was like kicking my butt, I really wasn't watching any anime. I was watching Stranger Things with my parents. So, like, there's that. But when it came to, like, the tail end of COVID, like, I'm still sick and can spread stuff. I was just in my room. I was like, what am I going to watch? What am I going to read? Like, I, there wasn't really anything I was interested in. Like, obviously, I'm starting stuff, or like, I have started stuff, but I wasn't really in the mood for, like, shonen. I feel like I was shonened out.
yeah.
So I didn't watch more of part 5 of JoJo's. And then, I mean, Death Note's not shonen, but like I definitely did not want to finish Death Note
I was gonna
because
say
I'm not the biggest fan of Death Note. And mind you, when I say I'm not the biggest fan of Death Note, it does not mean that I think Death Note is a bad anime. It's just not like what I'm vibing with at the moment.
Mhm.
But what did I watch? Okay, I say I wasn't into shonen, but I was like, let me watch sports. So I had started Remain, the water polo anime. I had started that a couple months ago, and then I just dropped it. I guess I was just busy or something, school and everything. But I had finished that, and I was like, oh, it was pretty good. I would give it a 7 out of 10. Like it could have been more, but I enjoyed it for where I was and what I was vibing with. And then what else did I watch? Okay, my friend had recommended Aoashi, which is this newer soccer anime. It was a manga first, turned to anime. And soccer, that is a sport I grew up playing with for forever. Till high school I stopped. But it's so good. But if you play a sport, it might be triggering to like what like what an athlete like as an individual goes through, because I was getting so anxious over this main character, like what he was doing and like what was happening to him and like during tryouts, and just like his relationships with his teammates and all that stuff. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Like I would have to pause I would have to pause the show and just like get on my phone and just like recharge myself through TikTok or like Pokemon Go, just like all that type of stuff. And then I was like, this is a good idea to read it as well. So so if I watch an anime first and I vibe with it, I'm gonna read it if I can read it, right?
Yeah.
So I figured out where I was in like from the chapters where I was from episode 10.
Yeah.
And I think it was like chapter 40 something or whatever. It was around the 40s. From what I'm reading it on, there's 292 chapters total. For like 2.5 days, I read over 200 chapters of this soccer manga.
Be like that.
And the way I wanted to throw my iPad sometimes, because this kid was in matches were making me so stressed out and anxious, I would have to like get up and walk around to like calm myself, because I don't know why I put myself through stuff like that, but it's so good, and I highly recommend it if you're into sports stuff, because like I love sports stuff like Running with the Wind, Hayaka, whatever that badminton, I can't remember what the Salary Men's Club, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, that badminton one. I just free. I just love sports as a fellow athlete. That's my thing. So I highly recommend people read and watch it because it's really good.
Speaking
Like
of
really good.
sports and soccer, I didn't read this during quarantine, but I read this on the way to back home yesterday, and I just figured I'd talk about it. I read Blue Lock.
Yeah, that too. That's good too.
Well, I read the first volume because I'm reading so much at the moment that I'm only going to read it when the volumes come out because I'm just reading so much and I'm like, I can't emotionally handle all of this. And so I read the first volume because the first volume's out now for print. And what an interesting concept. Like, truly, I was reading it. The guy is kind of creepy, like um
The dude in charge of Blue Lock. Yeah.
reminds me of the guy from Despicable Me who was like the other
The
evil
orange jumpsuit.
yes, orange jumpsuit guy. Does he not? He like dead ass. I read that and I was like, I'm in Despicable Me right now. Uh,
What the heck?
yeah.
Oh,
So
oh my
that was
god, yeah.
yeah, no. So I can't really get over that, but it's a really interesting concept. If you've never heard of Blue Lock, basically they're trying to reinvent Japan's like soccer team to win a World Cup because they'd never won a World Cup, and the person thinks that like the key to finding a new like reinventing the team is to find the best striker. And so they have 300 students, high school students, who are like seen as the best strikers in the nation. And they take them into this facility and it's called Blue Lock. And they're like training to be like, to basically low key like Squid Games, but not death.
But soccer.
Like soccer death, like the death of your soccer career. It's crazy. It's a very interesting concept for a sports manga and like a sports story. I find it very interesting. The anime is coming out in October. You can obviously read the manga online, but I'm too committed to so many other things right now that I'm just gonna read it every volume that comes out. But really good. I really enjoyed it.
But yeah, like even with it's always good to, if you have the means and if you have the money to like buy the physical volume, like that's great for the manga author, like highly recommend. And even if you like buy it on other websites, I think the proceedings might help them because like the people bought the mangas in bulk. I guess that's how like stuff goes. But like just having it in circulation and everything, like having millions of copies out, like that's really good for them. And then that helps the author, maybe create more interesting stories that we would enjoy later. So, but yeah, Blue Lock, because like with Blue Lock, even though it's like they're in high school, it's not like set in the high school, like, oh, you have the inter high or like, the whatever tournaments are called for like the other sports. Like this is high schoolers trying to be the best in Japan, and they're all the same position. But even when you're going through Blue Lock, like the whole thing, this stuff is only what is the word? Like even though they're all strikers, they are going through positions that they never played before just to like pass on, which is interesting. A thing that we watched, and I don't know if you started reading it, was the Dance Dancer, which is the ballet anime that Mappa has worked on. And oh my god,
voice actor is the main character, Deku's voice actor, and it's so like, oh my gosh, okay,
drama.
rating,
Drama.
I don't want to spoil anything because I want everyone to go watch it. But rating for me, what would you rate it? Because I'm trying to think.
It makes me anxious too. I think from well, you said that the finale was episode 11, right?
Correct.
I was kind of shocked that it was only 11 episodes, but like from the way that these characters and like backstory stuff, like with when it comes to trauma or just like growth in ballet and whatnot, I think I would give it an 8 out of 10.
I was gonna say
because
8 out of 10.
The episode 10 literally made me so anxious that I haven't watched episode 11 yet.
Watched episode 11. I will say for me, I kind of hated the main character at first.
But I think you're meant to, because he doesn't vibe with himself. I feel like he's been hiding his interests, and he's like, just because of circumstances in his life, it's like following what people want him to follow, and he like fits in like at school with the way that you're just like he just has a mask on, like he's not being his true self, and
Yeah.
you're just like you can see that like as a watcher you're like that's kind of annoying, like why doesn't he just do what he loves? But then again, like if you're in his shoes, like would you just be like so like would it be easy for you to like just like step out of like your shoes and just like put on some ballet shoes and be like I do ballet now, like like whatever.
He definitely steps out of his shell during this season, and that makes me enjoy his character a lot more. So I did enjoy it a lot more as the show came on. It was a little bit of a slow start for me, personally, just on like a personal note. It felt a
I
little slow
agree.
at the beginning, but it was really good. I'm not surprised that it was only 11 episodes. The manga only has 10 chapters after where they stopped on episode 11. And I think where they stopped was a good stopping point. So maybe we'll get a season 2. It is Mappa and sports, because dancing, especially ballet, is a sport.
Yeah, ballet dancers are freaking fit.
They're
Crazy what they can do.
But hopefully we might get a season 2. If not, I'd recommend checking out the manga. I started reading it. But hopefully it's not another Yuri on Ice situation with Mappa, because I will be.
Don't even get me started. I've been waiting since 2016.
I love Yuri on Ice. Hopefully Mappa doesn't do that to us and it's not a Yuri on Ice situation, but like I'm still waiting for my Yuri on Ice movie. So anyway, yeah, Dance Dance Dancer, 8 out of 10.
I definitely enjoyed it. That if you love sports, if you love drama, watch it because you're gonna be shocked.
There's romance in there too.
And there's romance.
Dance Dance Dancer.
Dancer.
Before we talk about One Piece, Kaiju number 8.
Oh yeah. I told you to read that.
I read the first 2 volumes. Emily, you want to explain what Kaiju number 8 is about?
Okay. I really suck at explaining, but I'm gonna try my best. Okay, so Kaiju number 8, also in English, Monster number 8, if you're trying to look it up. It's set in Japan. Duh. There's monsters.
Oh wow.
I can't remember where they come from. They kind of just appear. Like now that I'm thinking about it. I don't think they know. Maybe they know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Anyways, monsters in Japan. Obviously, Japan's going to have some defense force to get rid of these monsters because duh. And there's a defense force. And then, if you're killing these big monsters that are appearing in Japan, you need someone to clean it up. So the main character is this 32-year-old dude that works for a cleanup crew that cleans up the monsters that the defense force kills.
Yep.
And now what makes it interesting is that one of the other main characters is this girl that he was childhood friends with. And they made a promise when they were kids that they were both going to become defense people, like the best ones in the league, kill monsters together. Well, obviously that didn't work. He is cleaning up monsters, and she's like the most popular.
It's the coolest.
She's pretty rad. Cool. He, at the moment, he's not rad.
He's really funny, though.
One day, with this 18-year-old that joins the cleanup crew because he's trying to, like, I guess, get into the world of monsters because he wants to become a defense dude. Yeah. They get attacked by a monster that the cleanup crew thought was dead. Or I think it had, like, resurrected or something like that. Or, like, a new thing had popped out of it.
Either way.
I can't really...
I don't remember.
Either way, they're getting attacked by a monster. They escape. They're in the hospital. Said monster comes, and it's like literally an Itadori finger situation, except he didn't want a monster to go in him, but he had swallowed the monster because the monster was like, what? And then, shockingly, he can transform into this monster-esque body thing, and he's like super strong, and he can fight other things. So it's literally like Jujutsu Kaisen, but like not as depressing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And also a 32-year-old and not a 15-year-old that
I really like the fact that
Itadori is.
want to read something with an older lead,
Yeah,
I would check out Kaiju
this is
Number 8.
it.
I
It's so good.
This is another
I
one that I'm gonna be reading it once the volumes come out because it's just so much happening.
I couldn't wait.
I'm exhibiting self-control. But I'd recommend it. So far, I don't want to give it like a 10 out of 10, especially because it's not done. But I would give it like a 9. Maybe an 8.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Maybe
No,
an 8.
I feel like 8's too low. I would also give it a 9 out of 10 at the moment because there's only 65 chapters out if you're like reading it like update by update, but it's like it's so interesting to see a main character that's like, you know, older. It's not the because it's still like shonen. I even think it comes out in Shonen Jump. So I mean, like it's interesting to see
I was looking at the volume.
an older character be the main dude and he's trying to like, you know, be on the same stage as these younger people and he's trying to just like still follow the dreams that he wanted to do and like keep his promise with like his childhood friend. So and the characters are everyone in this is so cool. Like
Dude,
really cool.
their uniforms are rad. Like
If you're into cosplay, like please, I want to see it.
Because
I
honestly,
want to see
for
it.
MomoCon next year, I think I'm gonna do Mina.
I forget the blonde hair girl's name.
I don't remember. I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna do Mina because she's rad. Also, I saw her and I was like, wow. I wish I could be her. Like, she's so rad.
If there's anything that we have talked about today that like I want people to read, it's definitely like Kaiju number 8 because I would love to see its popularity rise to the point that they like start animating it because if someone animated this would honestly probably be in my top 10.
It was so good. I highly recommend. Moving on, the next thing that I watched, I watched Given because Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride, everyone.
I read the manga. I'm caught up on the manga now, and I watched the movie and the OVA. I would give Given just because it's not done yet. I swear, I don't rate things highly all the time. These are just everything that I watched, I've enjoyed, like, during quarantine. I'd give Given, just because of where the manga is at, an 8, but I feel like anime-wise, I'd give it a 9.
I can see that. I haven't like read the manga, but just based off of like, there's no base. I'm just gonna agree with you.
Okay, cool.
If you say the manga, if you give it those ratings, like I probably would agree with you because I feel like we're very similar when it comes to rating and like content that we both consume.
And the last thing that I watched before we talk about One Piece, one thing that I watched and I'm still watching right now is something that I've been wanting to watch forever. I watched Inuyasha. Well, I haven't finished Inuyasha. Obviously, this has been out since the 2000. I think it came out the year I was born, which is the year 2000, which is crazy. But oh my gosh, it is so good. It is everything I want in a show and more. I absolutely adore it. It easily became, like, went into my top 10 so quickly. It's so funny. The romance, crazy. I hate Kikyo. I don't care what anyone says. I watched like 160 episodes. So, like, I hate Kikyo. There we go. She's so selfish. Anyway, whenever we get Dana on the podcast, I'm gonna have to have like an Inuyasha episode with her so we can talk about it because it's so good. But if you're looking for a long-term anime to watch, Inuyasha. Except for the only thing is they only have the full series on Hulu, which is kind of annoying. But because I could only watch the first 2 seasons on Crunchyroll, and then everything else and the sequel series is only on Hulu. but I'm not gonna say much. Obviously, it's whatever with spoilers because this has been out since 2000, but I love it, and that's all I have to say about it. I love it.
If you don't have a thing like Hulu without ads, or like a little bit of Crunchyroll or whatnot, Funimation, if Funimation's still a thing at the moment, um, I don't suggest doing illegal stuff. But you know, the internet, it's so vast, so wide. Who knows what you can find? Maybe you can find all of Inuyasha subbed and dubbed with the good quality online. I don't know. I
I,
wouldn't know.
I don't know because I watch it on Hulu, but you know,
I
the,
wouldn't know.
the world is wide. The world
I guess
wide.
the world is vast.
But yeah, I love Inuyasha easily.
Isn't it crazy that like shows and characters that are written by women can be really good for the vast majority of people?
I would have never guessed it.
I would also see the same thing as characters that are voiced by women that are like male, aka
Oh,
Luffy,
Monkey D. Luffy.
Monkey D. Luffy, Naruto. There's other ones I'm not thinking at the moment, but
Yeah.
isn't it crazy? Who would
Great.
have thought?
Oh, I guess one more thing I watched, Erased.
I had told her she's a scaredy cat. There's no sugarcoating
No, I'm a scaredy
that.
cat. I have no
She
shame in it.
she's a scaredy cat, so she's not into ghost things. She's not into like serial killers,
Oh,
true crime
okay.
stuff. She will
I
dream it.
I'm okay with Ghost. I'm getting better because a lot of the Ghost shows I think are really funny.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
with
Little baby.
like that freaks me out so much. But anyway,
I
continue.
love it. I live for it. I love scary stuff. So I had recommended it to her because she was asking for like short anime to watch. And I think everyone should check out Erased. Sometimes look at Bingley. He's just like looking super hard. But he okay, not he. Oh my god, where am I? Um I feel like everyone should watch Erased just so they can like dive into the I don't want to say it's true crime because it's not true. But like the like criminal like psychological there's crime,
It's very
trauma, and then it has the cool concept thing of like going back in time
yeah,
and
the
like
character can go back in time and pretty much just is trying to change like what happened in the past.
which is a cool concept.
Um
Like I bet there's a lot of people that wish they could do that. So just to like escape and watch something like that is pretty interesting. Though if you're scared like Emily, don't watch it at night like she
yeah,
was doing.
that was
Watch it
really
during the day.
but I would give it like personal watching experience, it made me so anxious that like 2 out of 10, just personal watching experience. However, story wise and like the characters, I'd give it, it's fantastic. I think the storyline is great. I think the characters are great. um I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
uh,
I couldn't do it, but
it's good though. I wouldn't say it's definitely not in like a top 10 if I had one, but like it's like just a short one that I think people would enjoy, and I think they would enjoy the drama of it, and then the main character and like how he just progresses throughout the story, and like him figuring out stuff and suspecting people like that's what's interesting.
yeah,
And I'm not usually into anime that are like that, like, or I guess just falls in the genre of like big brain thinking, because that's not me. But like stuff like Erased or Parasite, I really enjoyed those. Now when it comes to Death Note, I'm trying really hard. But you know, some anime, they're just not for you, or like for you at the moment, like it was for Parasite. It was Parasite I tried to watch in high school, but that's when I was like deep into shonen. Like I was watching Naruto, Bleach, I was watching everything. I watched Mob, like what else is over here? My Hero, Black Clover, Attack on Titan. Like I was watching all that. Now I tried to watch Parasite, which is total 180 to like
Yeah.
what I was watching. And I was like, no, I don't vibe with it. And then when COVID, not what when we had COVID, but like when the whole pandemic hit, I was like, you know what? We're indoors. We can't do anything. I can't see anyone. Let me just check it out. And I loved it. I don't know if you would like it, but
I would.
it was really good. And so, sometimes it's just not meant to be watched at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Erased is a really, I mean, I definitely recommend checking it out, but if you're a scaredy cat like me, be warned that
watch it with someone. Have a nice cup of tea. Stimulate yourself with things that make you happy while watching something so depressing. So
it is. But now, for the moment that Emily has been waiting for, I caught up on One Piece.
Okay. This is great that she had caught up, because when I started watching One Piece, I can tell you the exact date because it's kind of funny. I started on Valentine's Day 2020.
That is funny. That's
so
really
pandemic times, school was rough, online, doing your undergrad. Okay, so started watching One Piece on Valentine's Day 2020.
That's funny.
Which is pretty funny because I love the show. And like, I started watching it because I was looking for a shonen, and at the time, I didn't really want to start Hunter x Hunter because I didn't think that it would come back like it has now. So I was like, you know what? Let's just finish the big three. Let's just see what it's about. And so I started watching it, and it wasn't like first episode, oh my god, this is great. It was just like, oh, this is interesting. I like Luffy. He's a interesting character, like that. I'm vibing with. And then here comes along Nami or Zoro, and then like Nami and Usopp, Sanji, like everyone's just coming along, and then next thing you know, you're 300 something episodes in, and then maybe whatever arc, it just hits you, and you're like, holy shit, I'm really enjoying One Piece. This is it. And then especially pre-time skip, like I feel like so many people don't appreciate some of the arcs as much as they should, like Skypiea or like Arlong, because like if you catch up or you're pretty far into One Piece, and then like you look back and you look at like character growth for people, you're like shook by, you're like, oh, this Luffy was kind of weak. Like I thought he was so strong, but like looking back, I'm like, he that took him forever to like take down this character.
And now
now like he can just like look at them and like have people be passing out with like Conqueror's Honky or something.
With like some of the arcs that are pre-time skip, like Skypiea, I would argue is probably one of the most important arcs in One Piece.
And people skip it. I don't get how you can skip like canon arcs.
Such valuable information.
Because I'll admit right now, I have skipped some stuff. Listen, I skipped Foxy Pirates.
Why would I like Foxy Pirates? No disrespect if you like the Foxy Pirates.
Well, like, don't shit on me. Be nice. I didn't see the point of watching it, so I just skipped it. And then I went right back into the timeline of like what was going on. But like overall, the whole One Piece journey has been dummy crazy for me. Like I have sobbed over this anime.
If you want to see a video of me uncontrollably sobbing, go to Emily's TikTok, and there's the whole reaction. Obviously spoilers there. If you haven't seen the Marineford arc, I was hyperventilating on her couch while watching those episodes of Marineford. And the thing was, I had half of that spoiled for me, and I was still sobbing. Like
that's the thing with like One Piece being an anime that's like older than me.
Yeah.
By like a couple months. It's obviously you're gonna probably see things, especially if you're on the anime side of like social media. You're probably gonna see stuff unless you're like actively like blocking One Piece content because you're gonna watch it or whatever, or you're watching it. But like I knew some stuff. I'm still sobbing. I was still crying my eyes out. Like, it's just I feel like an anime to me, like it's a good anime if it makes me cry because I don't really cry.
She does
And
that.
at One Piece, I have cried multiple times. Like even before like stuff in Marineford, like I cried over a freaking ship.
I cried in
I
Alabasta.
she yeah she cried in Alabasta.
Who
So
is an Alabasta? I don't know. Me.
like when it comes to One Piece, obviously I was super thankful that Emily started it, and it wasn't like I gave her the option.
Yeah,
We just spent the night, or I spent the night at her house, and she was just cooking dinner for us because she's nice like that. And she cooks dinner for me, and so she was like, "What should we watch?" And I was like, in my head, let me just throw her into One Piece. So I had pulled up our Crunchyroll and I threw it on I threw on the first episode and I was like, we're gonna watch this. And she's like, but do you regret it? No.
I don't regret it. And that's what when I caught up, my goal when I found out that we had COVID, I was like, I'm gonna catch up on One Piece, the anime and the manga. So I'm fully caught up. Just like I mean, we both are fully caught up on the anime and manga. Um, but the fact that I have devoted so much of my life to watching 1,000+ episode anime and then reading afterwards, like I caught up on the anime and it was absolutely no doubt I had to catch up on the manga because I
Yeah.
needed to know what happened. You guys can't see it, but I have like my One Piece posters are over there on the other side. Um,
Yeah, all my One Piece stuff is like in front of me.
yeah.
So
So,
I have the flag, I have wanted posters, I have pre-time skip, post-time skip of crew. Like,
I'm gonna get. I have tea.
yeah, my bank account says I love One Piece. So
So
it is that anime for me. Is it my number one? No. But it's my favorite shonen. It's my number one out of the big three. But when it comes to I don't even know where I was going with that. I just love One Piece, man. Like, and I hate that people shit on it. Um, obviously, I'm not gonna be like yelling at people like, "Well, you don't like One Piece," blah blah blah. But like, I'm gonna give my input in a nice way. I'd be like, "Listen, I understand 1,000 something episodes is intimidating. I get it. If you don't have the time to watch it, you don't have the time to watch it. But like, if you know that you can pace yourself, or you can just you're gonna commit to watching it over like a year or a couple years or so, like do it. Like
it's absolutely worth it, 100%.
because even I used to say I was like, you know what, with 1,000 episodes, I'm never watching One Piece. And then like on the TikTok, like I said, I saw a concept and fan art of Zoro, and I was like, this man's mighty fine. And then I watched it. So
I
whatever convinces you to watch One Piece, go for it because
yeah.
people were saying Law, like on my TikTok, people were
I,
like, I watched it because of Law. I watched it because of Chopper. I watched it because of Robin. Like, whoever you're watching it for, like, as long as like something gets you into it and then you start enjoying it, I think that's what matters. So
yeah.
don't let like public opinion or whatnot like deter you away from starting an anime that you could probably enjoy.
Yeah, no, it's rad. I love it.
100%.
This isn't. I don't want to give any spoilers for One Piece, but I will say, without saying anything, but saying everything at the same time, Nico Robin is. I've come to the conclusion the most important Straw Hat.
Yeah,
That's all I'll say.
I can agree.
I first of all, if you need to know anything about me, my two favorite characters are Nico Robin and Law. I love those two with all of my heart and all of my being. I love them so much. um,
I couldn't pick one.
that's what
I mean, I have a couple. When I say a couple, I have like five. But
like
like if
Straw
I
Hat
guess if you're
characters.
going based off of commitment, me tattooing Zoro, not me doing it to myself, but me getting tattoos of Zoro's swords on me, I guess you can say that Zoro is my favorite.
Yeah,
But I love everyone.
I'm gonna get Lost Sword and Robin's hands like doing this.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, I totally plan on getting like a One Piece half sleeve.
oh, 100% for sure.
Like 100%. It's gonna happen. Is it gonna happen anytime soon? No. A girl is broke. In a recession? In a recession?
Absolutely not. But it will happen eventually in life. But yeah, so One Piece, definitely check it
Just
out. If
kicked
you guys
someone.
aren't. Oh, I guess that's one piece of anime manga news. The One Piece film Red is gonna come to the States in fall 2022. When in fall? Who knows? But that's another thing to add to the fall list is One Piece Red, which I'm very excited to see.
I'm excited to see it too, because I would love new One Piece content. Excited for Wano, the rest of Wano to be animated. Wano's on a when people are like, "What's your favorite arc?" Wano, 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 Wano. Like the
We'll do more
Wano's
episodes
crazy.
about One Piece for sure because we're both big One Piece fans, and there will be more spoiler filled. But since this is just our intro episode, we don't want to spoil anything
Yeah,
too
true, true, true,
crazy.
true.
But all I gotta say,
But that's
I caught up on
oh,
One Piece. Emily's caught up on One Piece. It's fantastic. Watch it.
watch it. Yeah, and that's also something that we like a huge thing that we had read during quarantine was new chapter drops.
I read
Now we're on a hiatus, month hiatus.
I read all the chapters in a day and a half. So yeah. Anything
It's
else?
crazy.
Anime, manga.
I
Anime, manga wise, I think that's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, for the next podcast, whenever that comes out, um,
Friday.
Friday, 12, um,
Which is
yeah.
when Stranger Things comes out. I'm really excited for Stranger Things.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
really excited.
I can't watch it though. Or Dana's gonna have to be somewhere else because she's watching it with my aunt and uncle.
Yeah, she'll just have to not be there for a
I'm gonna
little bit.
kick her out.
Yeah.
Get out of here. We have to watch the first episode. Get out. You don't live here. That's what
So
I'm gonna do to her.
I'm so
Oh,
dead.
but today we're gonna go watch it's Ghibli Fest. So today we're gonna go watch The Cat Returns. So excited because I've never seen that, and I'm watching for the first time in theaters. Ah! And then tomorrow is the Fruits Basket movie.
Y'all, tomorrow is the Fruits Basket movie. As you can, okay, honestly,
I haven't finished it.
you need to finish it. But I won't be mad at you if we have to finish it together because I love Fruits Basket. As you can see by my Fruits Basket poster back there, I love Fruits Basket. So I am so excited. I will say though, the tickets were $18 and I was kind of mad about it. I'm happy to support, but I was like, why is this $18 anyway? That's just
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about. I've seen TikToks of people being like, why was like a big chunk of this movie like
app.
like yeah, and I'm like, which could I guess be good for like me because
I haven't seen Fruits Basket in like a year. I haven't
have no
seen it since it
idea.
ended. So
I'm not shitting on Fruits Basket.
no,
I can't
like everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but like you're wrong.
on this podcast. I cannot shit on Fruits Basket. Is it my favorite? No. Do I enjoy? I do enjoy it. I just can't. I can't get myself to binge watch it because some characters make me want to. I want to run them over, and then I want to run them over again, and then just keep going in a circle over them. Like some characters make me so mad. Good thing they're not real. But I can't binge watch it. I can't binge watch it, and I wish I could because when I'm in it, the anime watcher I love to binge. Listen, I can't just drop stuff and be like, oh, let me go like do this now. No, I hyperfixate. That's probably due to my ADHD, but as you can see, I hyperfixate. So Fruits Basket is not an anime that I hyperfixate over.
Oh, 100% is an anime I hyperfixate over. You know, I'm happy that we got the movie. We'll talk more about this on Friday, but like, I'm happy that the movie's getting animated. I wish Fruits Basket another would get animated instead, to be honest. But you know, I'm grateful for any new Fruits Basket content. So we'll talk about that on Friday, and we're also going to rank our favorite Studio Ghibli movies
that we've seen.
We haven't seen all of them, but we've seen most of them, I feel like.
Yeah, I think I've seen. I don't know. Wait, before we go, how many movies have you seen of Ghibli? Because I've seen
11.
12.
Let's see. I have seen 10.
Oh, okay. I know which ones you haven't seen yet. Okay.
So, but we're gonna rank.
So we'll just rank which ones we have both seen.
Yeah.
And then I'll just give a quick rundown of all the ones that I've seen.
Yes.
Because I just seem to more than you,
Yes. And
but they're kind of low.
one last thing, before we go, well, two things. Join our Discord.
Oh yeah. You can find us on Discord at Are We Nerds. We'll also have more information about that. Follow us on TikTok. You'll
And
see that as well.
if you are going to the 17 Be the Sun tour, I have made a playlist of the Soul Set list. I will put that in our K-pop channel and our Discord. So carrots who are gonna go see 17 in concert, like we
I know, I'm so
are.
excited. That's like literally the only one of the things I'm looking forward to is the Five Sauce concert and 17.
I have. We need
I'm
to
so
talk
excited.
about hats because I think I'm gonna keep the same outfit I have, but I'm gonna like add a cowboy hat.
Yeah, I want to add a cowboy hat too.
Yeah,
I want to throw
like,
cowboy boots too.
oh, I might wear my dad's like cowboy boots from Mexico and just
Oh
like,
my god, you're right. You guys probably have the same shoe size too. Wait, if he has the same shoe size, then I have the same shoe size.
yeah.
Oh my god.
So anyway, yeah, that's about it. Thank you. This was probably really long for our first episode, but you know what? Editing.
Yeah, editing is magical. But also, I think it's meant to be hectic. It'll be more formatted later on when we get used to stuff, but this is just think of this like chaotic mess as a way of getting to know us and what we like and what we
I mean,
like
we are
indulge our time in.
a chaotic mess and we cut each other off a lot. I'm so sorry. I know I definitely have cut you off so many times during this,
It's okay.
but
Okay. I'm just chilling.
anyway, join our Discord. There's a K-pop channel, a manga channel, an anime channel. Talk with us, chat with us.
Recommend things.
Recommend
Tell us, give us some tips. Tell us what we should watch, what we should read, what we should listen to. Any other podcasts that
yeah,
you like? I don't know.
what we should do for podcast episodes.
Yeah,
Oh,
what would you like to see? What would you like us to talk about? Give us
yeah.
some questions. We can answer them at the beginning or end of podcast.
Yeah, so
Rate us 5 stars.
yeah,
Yeah, please rate us.
please. A girl's trying to pay for graduate school.
I just want you guys to like stuff. I just want you to like me.
Yeah, same. I mean, yeah. Okay.
I'm having a great time.
I'm having a good time. I thought this was really fun. I had a really fun time, even with all the technical difficulties.
But we got through it, and that's what matters. And I hope everyone has a good rest of their day, a good morning, a good night, whatever. Like sleep tight, or have a good rest of your day, whatever. Like stay hydrated. Make sure you put on sunscreen. Make sure you have chapstick. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your day. Protest. Know your rights.
Watch some good anime. Watch some good just TV shows in general. Catch up on Stranger Things if you haven't.
I highly recommend Stranger Things.
And we'll talk about
crazy.
Stranger Things next week since the part 2 will be out. We'll talk about Stranger Things next week. But anyway, that was our first episode of Are We Nerds?
Yay! We finished.
All right, everyone. Have a safe day. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.